Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Door County Girl, and I'm back again with my friend Bruce Alexander. As you know, we did another episode and we talked about our friendship, but we're actually going to get into the restaurant business. I know nothing about restaurant business. Yeah, right. And Bruce knows everything about restaurant business. But you know, we didn't jump into, how did you ever get involved with food? Like, when was that age or point where you thought, I love to cook, I want to be a chef, I want to be able to do what I want to do? What was that age that you thought, I want to be a cook?
Well, basically, both my mom and dad were really good cooks. I was quite young. I mean, you know, I was doing, 6, 7.
That's when you thought you like...
Well, I like to cook. I mean, basically, you know, I'd make some weird stuff, watch my mom do a bunch of different things, and just, you know, stand in the kitchen and help her out and stuff like that as well.
And she never had to force you, you just wanted to.
No, I just went in there, you know. Like my brothers would have, you know, Cheerios or get cereal for Sunday morning, I'd be sauteing mushrooms and something weird like that. I don't know. Just,
wow, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, I did that for many, many years, and then we grew up in Mequon, and then what was it? I think it was 11 or 12. Kurt Weber had Nantucket and Nantucket Shores. Nantucket was in Mequon, Nantucket Shores was downtown. My dad knew him. You know, we had a horse ranch down the road, and I went in there and started doing dishes, and this helped out prep. That's pretty much how it all started. Yeah.
So when you started doing dishes, then did they let you bump up to doing food?
It was two different, the upstairs kitchen and the downstairs prep kitchen. So when you had time and you weren't doing business, you'd go downstairs and you'd do all the prep work. Give you example like the escargot stuffed in little shells or oysters Rockefeller. Kurt did, to all the Kohl's chains around the Milwaukee area.
Oh, wow.
So they come and pick it up and stuff like that. You'd also have a huge lobster bake every summer. You'd have a semi of New England lobsters come in. You know, you buy them by the 1, 2, and you'd have a tent outside and things like that. So pretty much learned on it, but everything was done from scratch. I mean, everything. Your duck, you rented the duck fat for the steaks, you cooked it in steel. I mean, you're talking, you know, he was an Austrian chef, very famous. You know, I don't know if he's still alive.
What was the name of the chef?
Kurt Weber.
Kurt Weber.
Yeah, well-known in Milwaukee.
So did you learn how to cook there? Then a lot of
School of Hard Knocks too as well. Traveling around different restaurants.
So it was like a learning experience for you to get...
It's just like, hey, you want to be a doctor, dentist, or you want to be a cook?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it just fit in pretty good. I've done quite well, and it's just, you know...
Okay, well then from there, then you left there.
Left there, worked around the Mequon, Milwaukee area until I came to Door County. Came to Door County probably, first of all, in 75, long time ago. And just hung out, buddy of mine, Tom Gels. His dad had a boat in Ephraim, and that's basically where I spend my summers.
Love Tom Gels, love Kim.
He's a good family up here. It all started from there, and then basically in 1980, the Ashleys bought the CNC, and I started with Bob Manson, who used to own Casey's. He was the guy running it, so I helped him out for a while, and I was on and off there about 5 years. Ran it the last 3 years they had it, then I moved to the hotel.
So you were running the kitchen?
Yeah.
Bob could just not be there, and you.
No, Bob actually left. He went and bought Casey's.
Oh, so you were running that kitchen.
During the off-season stuff, I go down and work at Carlton West for Carl Barrett, who used to own the Frontier.
That's still for sale, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's no longer near Great Burnt.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh yeah, it burned.
Yeah, right.
It burned.
So anyways, so that's just our domino effect.
Okay. So then after the CNC, then what?
Basically.
Like what all of a sudden changed?
Some stuff going down, management-wise. No disrespect, Ashley's were great opportunity to work for them, stuff like that. But there was a job opening up at Hotel du Nord.
Okay.
And it was Fran and Dave Wilkie that I interviewed with.
Did they come to you, or did you go to them?
They came to me. Somebody knew somebody, and they gave me a call. And actually, it was Mike Mead. Mike and Mary. And Mike was running.
And Mike Mead and Mary Mead on the shoreline.
Right.
Yep.
And he was running the hotel end of it. So it was him, his sister Mary Beth, and they lived on property at the time. So yeah.
Okay.
I moved up there in '85.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was there 22 years.
And that's a long time.
Long time, yeah, there.
And then, did you ever in the back of your head say, I want my own place?
It was getting down to the wire. I'm sick of working for people.
Yeah, you want to make your own decisions.
There was a bad transition that happened. That management got ousted. New management came in, stuff like that. They wanted me to stay, so I stayed, da-da-da. But it was just getting, they're hiring dumb people, on the other side, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
I mean, like you knew what you wanted, but that wasn't part of your
That wasn't part of it,
envisionment.
because everything, we were running good, but it had two different divisions.
Right.
This is running good, this is not running good.
Right.
So do you really want to be in that middle where the
Never.
friction is, right here?
Never, yeah.
And that's where it really got to.
Yeah.
And it's just like they try to bring, and I said, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, you want your own thing. You don't
Own
want
thing.
double this.
Right.
That doesn't pertain to me, but it is.
Back then, Tom Shooter, which we talked about earlier, was the accountant. And that's Charlie's accountant that owned this place.
Okay.
Okay. And they hooked up and
And you're talking about Charlie Pelletier.
Sure, Charlie Pelletier.
This was Pelletier's.
This was Charlie's Supper Club years ago.
Yes, but before that it was.
Well, you go way, way back. I mean, it was The Rock. It was The
And
Rock.
The Rock was the place my dad would come to, and all the old timers.
Yeah.
This place was jumping. Even in the
Started in
50s
the
and
50s.
60s,
Yeah.
this was a hot spot.
Right.
So,
That kept going on. Then Charlie bought it from Pete Thielen and called it Charlie's Place. I actually have books and matches we found in the basement. Pretty cool. And then basically he had it. And then Daryl Capel bought it and called it the Rock of Gibraltar, I think. it was
yes,
called back
because
then.
my boyfriend at the time
Yeah,
worked here. Yeah.
So that's it. And then it went from him. Charlie got it
And
back.
they tried to serve Greek food here.
Right. These were all big pillar columns and stuff
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
like a
we
Greek
took,
restaurant.
Actually, we took jackhammers of these. These are all creosote beams inside that go straight through the basement.
Yeah,
So it's
I remember
history.
all this.
And
Yeah,
then,
like yesterday.
It went back to Charlie. Charlie leased it to Sam and Diane Pinkham, and they call it the Parkway, which is basically next door at the English Inn.
Right.
That's what that used to be called. And then Charlie and Tom talked, and then I came in.
So Tom Shooter and Charlie were chatting.
Chatty and Tom knew that I was looking for a change, and we made it happen.
Oh, did Charlie come to you?
We met in Tom's office. I knew Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah,
but,
because
I mean,
Kim is married to Tom Gels.
So Kim and Tom didn't want to run it,
No.
and neither did their son. Who's the son?
No, they have two girls.
No, Kim
Jeff.
has a brother.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeff Pelletier. He worked here.
Yeah, but they still had Pelletier as a fish boil place.
Yeah. So then they didn't want to
No.
own their own place, and then you jumped in.
Right.
Okay. So now you own this restaurant.
Correct.
You had to remodel it first.
Yes, this is pretty much all remodeled.
You never had the porch before.
No, it's already done.
You
All
had to do
heating, everything.
landscaping. You had to do everything.
Yes.
Change the kitchen.
Yep. Kitchen's brand new.
Change the bar. The bar is a big
No,
part
the bars
of
can
your...
be changed in a couple of years. We're just not changing the design, just the top and the face.
Yep.
Keep it all the same.
I like old bars though.
Yeah, but it's old. I mean, it's just starting to fall apart and stuff.
No,
like
I know,
that.
but I like how it is.
Yes, it will be. So.
But I mean, you could change some stuff. But yeah, like right here.
Right here and
yeah,
stuff like that's falling
yeah,
apart,
yeah,
but-
I get it.
And-
Okay, so then jumping forward, you jumped in here,
Mm-hmm.
and then how did you get people to work for you? Boom! You just said, "I'm gonna get this
We
person."
brought my nephew Alex, who you know, he came down here. He had a
Ooh, I
bunch
love
of,
Alex.
And he brought a bunch of friends, and we just started putting ads in the paper, and a lot of people applied. You know, it's we've gone through a lot. I mean, until you had the right course.
Did anybody follow you from the Denord?
No. Well, wait a minute. Allison Fletcher did. She helped out for a while.
Alex did.
Alex did. Who else came from the? Kevin Free came back after the
Hank, did Hank?
Hank? No, Hank.
He passed away before
He passed
then.
away. He died.
Okay.
No.
If those of you that don't remember Hank, you should remember Hank if you did go to the Denord. He was the bald guy that always had the headband on, the terry cloth headband.
Right.
Unbelievably awesome guy.
Yeah, no.
You should have known Hank.
So no, we just a lot of application, but now we have a solid staff year round that they've been here for years. Mm-hmm.
So then now you're fast forwarding. You got married.
Right.
So then your wife became part of the restaurant.
Yep. Did
So
all the decor. Her and Jody Gonzalez, pretty much.
Yep,
And,
Jody worked
Marilyn,
here.
God rest her soul.
Yep.
She was here. Helped them with the design of the colors and stuff like that as well.
Yep. Okay, so then they
Yeah,
kind
Jill
of
did a really good job. She does all the Christmas decorations.
She was like the Ingert of the place.
Right. Yeah.
She did all the ambiance, and you took care of the kitchen parts, right? Okay, so does she still work here?
Yeah, she does all decorations and stuff like that, and you know,
Jill
social-
does?
Yeah.
Okay, so then after that, your daughters jumped on board.
Right.
So they're a pretty big part now.
Right. Sophia will do catering, hosting. Like I said, Chloe, she took an internship at Horseshoe Bay. This year, I don't know what she's going to do.
But they can jump in where
Yes,
you
they
need
can
them. Because
jump
I
anywhere
saw
else.
Chloe in the back
yeah.
one day, or Sophia in the back one day
All
doing
you have
all
to
that
do is say,
kitchen
I need
stuff.
this, it's done.
She can do anything.
Right.
She's sort of like me, the gopher. Go do this.
Go do that.
You're my daughter, you have
You know
to.
the attitude.
It's your place. Got to keep it
Pretty much.
afloat.
She goes, you see that last name out there? It's still mine. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
And then I'm hoping that one of the daughters would love to take it over when Bruce decides to retire. But you know what's funny? Bruce, you didn't take a lot of time off.
What's that?
But now you're starting to take some time off because you've got some pretty steady eddies in the kitchen.
Yes, I have some good guys.
When you get some good cooks in the kitchen, you want to keep them.
We all treat it, we do everything together.
Right.
We talk about menus, what we're doing that night, what we're going to run. They have some ideas that are on the menu that we put on that's really selling good. That's great. You got to remember, you're just not, I own the place.
Right.
But I listen to ideas.
Exactly.
That's the biggest
But
thing.
sometimes I feel like when you're first going to start doing that, people are like, I'd rather come when Bruce is here.
Oh,
when
you
Bruce
hear that all
is
the time.
cooking.
Oh, great
But
meal, great. But I could be washing dishes or pots and
whatever.
pans.
You don't want Al's pancakes when he was making pancakes.
No,
They
I
look
suck at
terrible.
that. No,
So anyhow, I like the fact that you leave.
Yeah.
You like can walk away and say, I'm going to go do this. I'm taking 3 days off now. I don't need to be back there. I got 3 loyal guys. They know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But not a lot of places can say that.
Those guys have been with me, and Adam's the newest one. He's pretty much grow through the business, and he does good. Everything you got, Oscar, Roz, all those guys.
Yeah.
You got Lil Neil. You got, Josh has been here. Shit.
Josh is he's awesome. He's a
been with me
dishwasher, prep
27
cook,
years.
everything. Yeah.
You got to look at the wait staff. You look at Mark Bash. He's on and off for 27, 30 years with me, even from Naples, from the Denord to here. Kevin Free, another one.
Yeah.
And then you have the Oregis. You have Romeo, who can speak English. He was in school at Gibraltar, and he's been with me 18 years.
Yeah, and Kevin Free is your right-hand man when it comes to catering.
Catering, he does all the interference and stuff like that, too.
So catering came about.
Yeah.
How?
People needed favors done. I just started doing it. It really kind of started with the Scan golf outing.
Okay.
Because basically, it was Don, I don't remember Don's name. He had Maxwell and Braze. Was Harry Ryden had it? Harry? I don't remember the guy's name. It was his nephew. He died, he inherited it, kind of that thing. And then this guy died. So, but anyways, they didn't know how to do big events, and the Scan golf item was there. So we made all the food at the Nord and transported it.
And how'd that go the first time?
Kind of messy.
But you got better
You gotta
as it
load
went
all
along.
those- We didn't have trucks like we do now.
Yeah, it was a first-timer.
First-timer. But
Everybody knew that,
I had
so-
every guy with a car that put all your food in. Let's go.
As long as you bring booze, everybody's good.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah,
that
bring the
works.
booze.
You have
Food
to have
comes
the buffer.
Whatever. Once they've had a couple, everything tastes good.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. But then you got more into catering too. So
Right.
and Allison Fletcher was one of your right-hand
She
gals.
helped out for many, many years.
Yep. So Allison Fletcher's dad was Kai Fletcher, who
Had
had
the
the
Hotel
Hotel de Nord, the original Hotel de Nord. She's a twin.
Yep.
And
Alicia.
Allison and Alicia both waitressed at Al's forever and ever. So then you cater now, and you also have the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So catering, how do they get a hold of you if they want to?
They contact Kevin, stuff like that.
So Kevin Free.
Some people will contact me, so
Do they just call here?
they call, email, and stuff like that too.
Or they go on their website and just
We
say?
have a website that's up there. so-
Okay. All right. Well, so if anyone needs catering, Bruce is a great caterer. I've worked at many of your events.
They're pretty booked up. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Don't call.
No, it's fine.
Just kidding. So
Getting too old
anyway,
for it.
yeah, they get busy. You get busy. See, he's so good
Well, the
at
restaurant
it now.
took off. The restaurant's his power every night. So.
Yeah. Well, everybody loves your food. Whenever people ask where should we go, I'm like, you can't go wrong here. My mom loves it. Everybody loves it. So
It's consistent. It's
okay,
solid.
we're going to talk about food a little bit.
What do you need?
What's your favorite thing to order at? If you were going to eat here, what would you order? What was
would
your
eat here?
favorite?
We'll need her.
What?
I don't know.
You would too.
Yeah, well, we everything's done from scratch. It's hard to say. It depends what fish we have in the house, stuff like that.
Okay,
Depends
so
what you
then,
want.
okay, I'm not going to ask you that then. What are your top ordered things on the menu that people always love and come back for?
Well, there's a lot of different salmon entrees. You got the Thai salmon, Alexander salmon, all that stuff. Cherry barbecue, the meats, we cut everything in house. We age it out. That's another story. What we do with all the scraps, we donate to the senior center. We donate tons to Paul Pantry across the board. Because we can't use all the side scraps and stuff like that. Fresh fish, you can go anywhere from snapper, tilefish, halibut, sea bass.
And how do you get your
swordfish.
fresh fish?
We broke it out 3 times a week. During the summer, it's more. During the winter, we don't bring as much in.
Okay, who brings it, Fudd?
No, FUD, no. Basically, Cisco, meat processors, Honolulu Fish. That's a 24-hour thing. So,
Okay. Yeah, see, that's interesting to me because we don't do that at the restaurant at
Yeah,
all.
so
We
you
just
like
do local.
Honolulu Fish. It's 24 hours,
Yeah,
it
that's a
comes in
toughie to
But
me.
it comes in like a casket, so it's all dry ice and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Cisco, you can get a lot of people you can get, but just the quality.
How about tuna?
Tuna, we sell a ton of tuna.
Yeah, I know you do because that's one of my favorite. Even appetizer, like ahi tuna.
Well, when I go to the
everything.
Bahamas, we catch a lot of yellowfin.
Yeah,
you
Bruce
know.
is a big fisherman.
So
That's why I love
do a
him.
lot of stuff down there.
I like to fish.
A lot of different pokies, a lot of sushi.
Yeah.
Sashimi. I do a lot of sashimi with wahoo. That's really good. Stuff like that.
Okay. So what about drinks? What are
Drinks
your
are across the board. I mean, the good story about drinks, the old fashioned, Hank, remember Hank from the Hotel New York?
Yep.
He had a recipe he found at a bar in Chicago. So he showed me how to make the old fashioned mix. So we make that in-house, and we use some local ingredients.
So you make your own
Yes,
old-fashioned mix.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go back and make 5 gallons of a shot.
Which the old fashions are probably one of the most
Popular
popular
thing,
drinks in
right.
Wisconsin.
So
because
yeah,
Wisconsin people don't like brandy.
Yeah, right. So, as far as we have a huge martini list as well. So
Yeah.
and a lot of wines.
Wait, go back to that old-fashioned.
Yeah. So basically, we use a lot of different. We use actually part of that ingredient goes in the batch is Lautenbach's cherry juice. That's one of them. Then the rest of the recipe rendered down and stuff like that.
I don't think you should call it an old-fashioned. I think you should call it the Hank.
You could do that.
I think it should be on the menu,
I should write
the
that down.
Hank. And they're
Just,
going to go, why is it the
old-fashioned.
Hank?
Yeah.
It's a good way to keep him alive.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I come
You
up
want
with good
10%
ideas every
everywhere.
now and then. Yeah, the Hank. I'm going to have the Hank.
As far as the other drinks across the board, I mean, you can look up on the wall. I think we got like 40 vodkas.
Oh my God, I always stare, like I was just staring at all your wines right
Well, those
there.
are all cordials. I mean,
I know, but they're all good.
yeah.
Like I've tried a lot of them, and I would actually buy them in the grocery store because they are that good.
Right.
It's not like cheap wine. You have
Top
good
line.
stuff.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go jumping out of the restaurant. You do a lot of things with food through your restaurant for the community. Everybody knows that.
Right.
I mean, I think when Bo died, the baseball team was always having a fish fry here, and
They do it every year.
we did the boys at the baseball team did a swab for Be the Match.
Right.
And you swab your cheek, Be the Match. You want to sign up to be the bone marrow registry, which everybody should, just like you should be a donor on your driver's license to donate your organs.
When the clinic was next door, they needed room to do the flute shot, so they set up there.
Yeah, we had a lot of people sign up for that here at your restaurant. But talk about that a little bit. You do a
From
lot
wine
of
to wine.
philanthropy that nobody knows about.
Well, you can go back to when the kids were playing basketball at school. Nobody do any food for them. Nobody could do. So, of course, I upgraded it, and people would eat their meals there. And then we moved on. Some other people took it over. It's fine. But as far as the fish fry, they do every year, and they do anywhere 250 to 400 people. So that's pretty good.
Well, you did a fish fry here once. I think it was a fish fry, and the line was all the way up the street.
No, it's right on the wall over. That's the Sten.
Yeah, for
That's
Sten.
It's over there on the wall. We had 750
Yes.
people go through the building.
Oh my God, I came to
That's
that.
Sten
It was.
Corden when he hit the buoy out there.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a
huge.
weird story.
You don't want to know about that.
No, it's just yeah,
But
but,
you
the-
go- you
but they
go-
did fundraising because they needed to raise some money for medical bills, and
Well,
Bruce
it's like
jumped
Chloe.
in.
She did the. They have the jerk chicken place. She's in a wheelchair.
Who are you talking about?
The people that run the jerk chicken or chicken. There's a.
Oh, the Hatches.
Yeah, they had a little daughter. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Chloe did 2 fundraisers for
Phoenix
her.
has Marshall Smith syndrome,
Yeah.
and if you don't know about it, you should actually Google it. I think there's like 20-some kids in the world that have it. It's
Right.
that rare. And so Georgina and her husband Carlin, it's a 24/7 job.
Yeah.
So medical bills, wheelchairs, I mean, whatever she needs to live her quality of life. So when you jump in and do stuff like that,
Well,
it makes
I didn't
a
do it.
difference.
My daughter did.
I know,
And she
but,
got all the food from me. Yeah, but I'm just.
but
like,
you're part of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you're willing to open up your
she'll
business
call me
to.
up and says, "Dad, we need 4 pans of mac and cheese for this." That happens all the time.
Yeah.
You can go across the board. It'd be like the fish fry, all that stuff. Trivia night, preschool trivia night's a huge one.
Yeah,
for years.
trivia night's huge.
Yeah.
I didn't go the last time.
We're gonna do a benefit coming up at the end of the month, a big Mexican fiesta for somebody who needs some money. We're gonna do that. And then, like I said, all the trimmings we use either goes to the senior center for many years or Paul's Pantry. They'll come up and get it from Green Bay.
Sure.
All that stuff.
Yeah, I love that.
Where somebody can, we just do a lot. It's hard.
Well,
to
food is one of those things too that you don't want to throw it away.
No.
So
There's
why
people
not give
starving
some
out there.
all the time?
Yeah.
It's funny because I just read an article somewhere, I forgot where, maybe it was on Facebook, about you have no idea that there are people struggling in your own area.
Oh, Door County, huge. We do the, what's it called, Little Eagles Flying up here.
Yeah.
And I've been doing the food from there. People come out of the woodwork for that.
And
all these guys are great guys. Take all these kids up in these planes, and we do all. They pick it up, and this
and you don't know that.
No.
And people are
But
humble.
I mean, they're the same.
They don't want to ask for something.
No, they're not going to ask for something.
Yeah.
I said, tell them, man.
It's kind of embarrassing sometimes, but then
There's a lot of people in Door County that need help.
But take advantage when you can because people are willing to pay and offer. So I think that that's a good thing.
How are you supposed to know unless you don't tell anybody?
You can always do it under the table.
There's a good group.
Bruce and I will never tell.
Yeah. Well, you got like another group of Secret Santa up here. I know that group of people.
Yeah,
They
that's
ask
in
me all-
Ellison Bay.
Yeah, so I talked to them and just like, do you know anybody? I don't know if you.
Yeah, in Ellison Bay they have a Secret Santa thing, and the Brew Coffee House
Yep.
is a big part of that. If you ever want to go in there and find out about it, that's one spot where you can
It's a good
talk to
group.
some of the locals. They do a lot of good work. Yeah. But a lot of people don't know this about Bruce and his family, but philanthropy is a big part of running his business. It's just another reason why you should come to Alexander's and enjoy a dinner here. Know that your money's not just going in his pocket, even though he goes fishing.
It's not just me though.
I know.
It's my kids. It's Jill.
But you're teaching your kids that this is what you do for your community.
Right.
So I think that is a big deal.
Right.
So in a little tiny place like this, everything matters. When they need to know what you do.
Well, you look at now compared to the middle of August, it's a zoo. Now it's, casual act. And
yeah, this is
you
the
catch
time
your
of
breath.
year where he can talk, or if you need something, this is the time.
Like John said,
don't call
don't
him on the
talk in
4th of
August.
July.
Don't come in that back door.
Yeah.
They still come in the back door. You got a sign up there that says don't come in unless you have an appointment.
I always
and they
come in.
and
I
make
just
a reservation.
Don't you know that I ignore notes?
Yeah, that's fine.
I just walk in. Anyway, we got to cut this issue short here. I could talk all day with you because there's so much that you
There
do.
is.
But I love you. You're awesome. Come to the Hotel de Nord.
de Nord?
That's what I just call it. I call it the Hotel de Nord. This is
How much you been
Alexander's. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I like to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah.
Come to Alexander's. They're open in the winter. You don't have to worry about it being crowded. And you can probably meet Bruce. He'll be hanging around. So thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl. Thank you, Bruce, for joining me.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
And don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page, and then we can talk a little bit more about other people in Door County.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Excellent. Bye. Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.